The winner is Lou Gossett Jr.
My English teacher, he says, "Hey, Louis, this is this play. They're looking for a young black kid. And we know you never acted before, but first you got to get rid of your Brooklyn Jewish accent."
Louis Gossett Jr., 87, dies. An officer and a gentleman and roots actor. His portrayal of a drill instructor earned him the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. He was the first black performer to win in that category. Louis Gossett Jr., who took home an Academy Award for An Officer and a Gentleman and an Emmy for Roots, both times playing a mature man who guides a younger one taking on a new role, but in drastically different circumstances, died early Friday in Santa Monica, California. He was 87.
I was raised with a bunch of young people and ruled by the matriarch.
Here we go again. A lecture on the African path. And I'll be damned.
Not only did I get the scholarship, I got a scholarship for sports. I got a scholarship for drama.
Mr. Gossett's first cousin Neil L. Gossett confirmed the death. He did not specify a cause. Mr.
The winner is Lou Gossett Jr.
Gossett was 46 when he played Emil Foley, the Marine drill instructor from hell who ultimately shapes the humanity of an emotionally damaged young naval aviation recruit, Richard Gere, in An Officer and a Gentleman, 1982.
We wanted times to change. We had to go out there and change.
Reviewing the movie in the New York Times, Vincent Canby described Sergeant Foley as a cruel taskmaster, recycled as a man of recognizable cunning, dedication, and humor, revealed in the kind of performance that wins awards.
That's why you don't mesh, man. Because deep down inside you eyeball.
Mr. Gossett told the Times that he had recognized the role's worth immediately. The words just tasted good, he recalled. When he accepted the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor in 1983, he was the first black performer to win in that category, and only the third, after Hattie McDaniel and Sidney Poitier, to win an Academy Award for acting.
The winner is Lou Gossett Jr.
Mr. Gossett, a versatile actor, played a range of parts in his long career, but he was best known for playing decent, plain-spoken men, often authority figures. By the time he won his Oscar,
once you can do theater, so you can do anything you want.
You know what I mean? You get done.
he had already won an Emmy as Fiddler, the mentor of the lead character, Kunta Kinte, LeVar Burton, in the blockbuster 1977 miniseries Roots. Fiddler was, as the name suggested, a musician, an enslaved man on an 18th-century Virginia plantation.
This lead on the Broadway show. They said, "We want you to do this part."
Mr. Gossett was not thrilled about the role at first. "Why choose me to play the Uncle Tom?" he remembered thinking in a 2018 television Academy video interview.
Be proud of them wings. They're the only ones you're gonna leave here with. Mayonnaise.
But he came to admire the survival skills of forebears like Fiddler, he said, and based the character on his grandparents and a great-grandmother. That portrayal, he said, became a tribute to all those people who taught me how to behave.
I'm beginning to learn. Always surprises me. The hugs and kisses and the attention.
Louis Cameron Gossett Jr. was born on May 27, 1936, in Brooklyn, the only child of Louis Gossett, a porter, and Helen Ray Gossett, a nurse.
If any African Guinea man is gonna make me lose all I've been working for.
He made his Broadway debut when he was 17 and still a student at Abraham Lincoln High School on Ocean Parkway. While healing after a basketball injury, he appeared in a school play just to occupy his time. Impressed, a teacher suggested that he audition for Take a Giant Step,
What I wanted to do is to get a scholarship and be a professional basketball player.
a play by Louis Peterson that was opening at the Lyceum Theater in the fall of 1953. He won the lead role, that of Spencer Scott, a troubled adolescent. Brooks Atkinson of The Times praised his admirable and winning performance.
Hey, look, honey, we're going to the theater. We're not going to be in it, you know.
Start talking about things, boy.
Sometimes we'll have to do that, Walter.
We go to Jerusalem in search of peace.
Satchel!
One that conveyed the whole range of Spencer's turbulence. Sidney Fields devoted a column in the Sunday Mirror to the young man, who shared his career plans. "I always wanted to study pharmacy," Mr. Gossett said, "but now after college I'll try acting.
I opened in the league on the Broadway show. Never had a student do it.
I know it's a tough business, but if I fail, I'll have the pharmacy degree to fall back on," He ended up majoring in drama and minoring in pharmacy. While on a basketball scholarship at New York University, in 1955, he returned to Broadway in William Marchant's comedy, The Desk Set. By the time he graduated,
they knew me, but they never knew my name. So I guess I'm on the map now.
I got up.
acting was paying him more than any basketball team would. Final words and reflection. As we say goodbye to Louis Gossett Jr., we remember him not only for his incredible talent, but also for his kindness, generosity, and humility. He will forever be remembered as a true gentleman and a consummate professional. Gossett's final words serve as a poignant reminder of his enduring spirit and passion for his craft. Though he may be gone, his legacy will live on in the hearts of fans and admirers for generations to come. He made his film debut as an annoying college man in A Raisin in the Sun, 1961, an adaptation of the Lorraine Hansberry play that starred Sidney Poitier and Ruby Dee. He had appeared on screen only twice before, in 2 episodes of The Big Story, an NBC drama series, in 1957 and 1958. Before becoming a film star, Mr. Gossett had a thriving theater career. In less than a decade, he landed 6 Broadway roles, including that of a Harlem hustler in Tambourines to Glory, 1963, a South African grandfather's servant in The Zulu and the Zeta, 1965, a lawyer who had killed a white man in a civil rights demonstration in My Sweet Charlie, 1966, and the Congolese leader Patrice Lumumba in Dangerous Angels, 1971. In the mid-1960s, he replaced the actor playing the big-time boxing promoter Eddie Satin in the musical Golden Boy, starring Sammy Davis Jr. His most unfortunate role may have been as a black man with a white slave in Carry Me Back to Morningside Heights, 1968, a comedy written by Robert Allen Ortha and directed by Sidney Poitier. The play, which Clive Barnes of the Times called racist, closed after a week. Mr. Gossett never committed to another Broadway role, but he appeared for 4 nights as the flashy lawyer Billy Flynn in the musical Chicago in 2002. In the 1960s, he also performed as a folk singer in Greenwich Village coffee houses. He and Richie Havens co-wrote the anti-war song Handsome Johnny, which Mr. Havens recorded in 1966 and later sang at Woodstock. His dozens of feature films included The Landlord, 1970, in which he played a man on the brink of insanity, Travels with My Aunt, 1972, and The Deep, 1977, as a Bahamian drug dealer. His later films included Diggstown, 1992, in which he played a boxer, and the movie version of Sam Shepard's Curse of the Starving Class, 1994, in which he played a bar owner. Mr. Gossett made more than 100 television appearances, ranging from lighthearted comedies like The Partridge Family to dramas like Madam Secretary. He played the title role, a Columbia anthropology professor who investigates crimes, on the short-lived 1989 series Gideon Oliver. He also appeared in numerous television movies, among them The Lazarus Syndrome, 1978, about a cardiologist, A Gathering of Old Men, 1987, about a black man who kills in self-defense, Strange Justice, 1999, about the Clarence Thomas Supreme Court confirmation process. He played the presidential advisor Vernon Jordan, and Lackawanna Blues, 2005, based on Ruben Santiago Hudson's play. His other TV movie roles included the Egyptian leader Anwar Sadat and the baseball star Satchel Paige. He continued to act until last year, when he was seen in the film version of the Broadway musical The Color Purple. Mr. Gossett's marriage to Hattie Glasgow in 1964 lasted only 5 months. He and Christina Mangosing married in 1973, had 1 child and divorced after 2 years. His 1987 marriage to Cindy James Reese ended in divorce in 1992. Mr. Gossett is survived by his sons, Sati and Sharon Gossett, and several grandchildren. In the Television Academy interview, Mr. Gossett urged fellow actors to help effect political and social change in a disturbing world. The arts can achieve it overnight, he said. Millions of people are watching. He added, we can get to them quicker than anybody else.